Good evening, everybody. It's Sean from Veganism KILLS. And today I found out some interesting information. 6:30 p.m., Thursday, October 29th. This is my second video. And these meathead vegans don't understand a lot. This is an old article. And HumaneWatch.org, keeping a watchful eye on the animal rights movement. And they've been watching Dr. Greger, this quack, for quite a while. If you're a long-time reader of this blog, you may recall we've discussed oddball Michael Greger. He's a doctor who works for the Humane Society of the United States. His job has been to spoof vegan propaganda while attaching an MD to it. He has released a series of video lectures called Latest in Clinical Nutrition that serve as the sounding board for Greger to cherry-pick studies and shill for veganism. Humane Society of the United States allows its logo to be on the DVDs, so it wouldn't be surprise us if the organization paid for the production entirely. Greger's moved from low-budget DVDs to starting a flashy website called Nutrition Facts. Despite the seeming nonpartisan branding, Nutrition Facts until last year was called Vegan Research Institute. So that should tell you what you need to know about the agenda of the site. What they mean is he's calling himself a vegan research institute, and he's never really treated a patient, or he doesn't have the ability to do any research. Whatever Greger calls his project, debunking him simply requires going to the minutiae of studies he cites. Click on the red, you'll see the studies. It's a laborious task, but thankfully someone has done it for us. Over a science-based medicine, a website run by doctors with an eye towards promoting high standards in medicine and research, editor and former Air Force Colonel Dr. Harriet Hall takes a hard look at the Greger video, recommended to her by a vegan activist. You can read her full analysis. I'll post this in the details, and you can read it. But she finds a number of examples of Greger ludicrously citing research. For example, one study Greger cites as showing that plant-based diets protect against kidney failure. First of all, let me tell you something, what I know about plant-based diets. First of all, leafy greens are high in oxalates. Any diet high in oxalates over the long term gives you enteric hyperoxaluria, you get kidney stones. If not treated, you get oxalosis, and you're on dialysis or you're dead. It's that simple. And they don't want to share that with you, these vegans. Of course they don't. Then they won't be able to sell you their plant-based shit products. Totally devoid of nutrition, plant-based products. Okay, Hall summarizes Greger's formula rather well. These videos tend to fall into an easy, recognizable pattern. They feature a charismatic scientist with an agenda who makes sweeping statements that go beyond the evidence, makes unwarranted assumptions about the meaning of the studies, and omits any reference to contradictory evidence. She also calls out Greger's laughable rhetoric. Greger compares raw meat to hand grenades because of bacterial contamination. If you don't handle them safely, it's like pulling the pin. Are we selling hand grenades in the grocery stores? This is a ridiculous comparison and ignores the fact that plant-based foods can be a source of contamination too. So happy, healthy vegan. Eating meat is called the bubonic plague. It's bullshit. Interesting point, a recent study from the Centers of Disease Control, the CDC, which is talking about COVID now, and prevention found that leafy green vegetables are the #1 source of food poisoning. That's the CDC telling you that. That leafy green vegetables are the #1 source of food poisoning. Not meat. Happy, healthy vegan. Alright? Now, I want to show you something that you guys, I keep telling you, veganism is a branch of this SJW communist movement, and I can show you very easily how that, and prove that. Ready? Let's go to Physicians Committee. See, Greger's by no means the only wolf in sheep's clothing we've seen, by the way. Just check out the so-called Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. This is part of Dr. Greger's snake oil gang. I want you to see this. A lot of people are going to be pissed off when they see this. Let's go. Okay. Activist facts. That's where we end up with, right? This is the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, which Dr. Greger is part of. Okay? Activist fact. He's an activist. Let's see what activists are involved with veganism and the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. Okay, let's take a look. Obviously, they're involved financially, you see. Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine is a wolf in sheep's clothing. PRC is a fanatical animal rights group that seeks to remove eggs, milk, meat, and seafood from the American diet. Okay? Now, here's their list of organizations that are in there. Let's take a look. Well, look like they want to start prohibition again. I want you to see something you pick up. Antifa. Lo and behold, the organizations that Dr. Greger involved in, one of them is Antifa. If that's not a wake-up call to everybody to get the hell away from these vegans, I don't know what is. So there you go. Case closed. Antifa is a terrorist communist organization. They're fanatics. Antifa puts the fanatic in a Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. They're fanatics. So there you go. So I'm going to post this article, links in the video, and you can see it and read it for yourself. These guys are no good. All right, I'm out. See you all.